I'm now going to tell you guys my #1 thing to stopping flakes. This is not 100% guaranteed to stop flakes, but it will stop you looking stupid if they do flake, which to me is more important. In the morning, I text them, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be 5 minutes late because I've got a meeting and I'm going to be late. I text them in the morning. That gives them the chance to reply, oh, actually, I can't make it. It gives them the chance to get out of it without me saying, are we still on? So I'm always like, I'm going to be 5 minutes late, just so you know. Terribly sorry. So she replies back, no problem. Same meeting place? I'm like, yeah, I'll see you then. So we meet at this train station. I meet her at the train station. I make out with her as soon as I see her. Why? To remind her that the night before we made out. I make sure that happens because I specifically want her to remember and to know that I'm about to escalate really freaking fast because I have half an hour to get this chick. That is it. And I only made out with her after 5 minutes of meeting her the night before, after not seeing her for a year when I only spoke to her for 10 minutes. So this is all very fast in reality. We start walking down the road, we turn around the corner, and we go into my house. And she goes, whoa, what are we doing here? I thought you were going to take me to a coffee shop. I said, no, I said I was going to take you for the best coffee you've ever had. I didn't say anything about it being in a coffee shop. It's going to be the best coffee. And she goes, all right. So she comes into my house. Now I realize I have a problem. This is where I realize that I'm going to rely on my game very heavily. Because I can't really make coffee. And in fact, don't have any coffee in my house. Now some pullers would think, I'm going to run out and buy some coffee before she gets here. I didn't give a fuck about coffee. This is about closing. I don't want to make her a cup of coffee. I want to make her suck my dick. It's different. I don't need coffee for that. They're different. They're different things. So I bring her into my house, I put some music on and start dancing with her. And I go into the kitchen and I put the kettle on. Because I'm pretty sure that coffee starts with hot water. That's part of it. I know that's part of it. So I'm like, fuck, that'll do. I put a lot of water in there. That takes longer to boil. I don't know if you know that, but it does. So there's a lot of water boiling. Whatever. So I then come back out, I turn the music on, start dancing for her and kissing her neck. She goes, what are you doing? I say to her, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Trust me. So she goes, okay. We're dancing, we're kissing, and I'm like, hey, let me show you something, and I take her hand. She goes, what do you want to show me? I'm like, oh, it's in the other room. She goes to me, I'm not going to sleep with you. If a girl ever says to you she's not going to sleep with you, do you know what that means? It means she's going to sleep with you. She's thinking about it. So we walk around and we go back into my bedroom. We're now in my bedroom, and I push her down on the bed. She's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just showing you my bed. And she's like, oh. I'm like, look, don't worry about it, we'll be fine, trust me. So I lay her down, I get on top of her, I start kissing her neck. I kiss her face, I'm like turning her on. And again, remember, we're in a dark room, we're alone, no one knows we're there, she's getting turned on. Yeah, it's a very powerful thing. She's getting turned on, and I start putting my hand in between her legs and really getting her wet. So she's sitting there, she's lying there, and she looks at me and she says to me, she goes, what are you doing? I was like, it's pretty obvious, I'm turning you on. And I go, look, don't worry about it, it'll be fine, trust me. She's like, okay. And then I take her top off, and I start fondling a massive breast, a massive thing. Whatever, so I'm playing with those, and kissing her, it's getting a bit more, you know, bit more hot and heavy. And I start to pull her underwear down, her trousers, sorry, pants, you guys want to write trousers, whatever. So I'm pulling them down, and she said no. Now, I don't know about you guys, I've got a thing. A, I don't like really dealing with LMR, because I believe if a girl wants you, she should want you. B, I would never take a chick that says no. So I'm kind of in this problem that A, I'm trying to do this really, really fast, and it's kind of freaky even for me, and B, she just said no. So I think really, really quickly, and I probably come up with the cleverest thing I've ever come up with a hard-on and only 2 seconds of thinking time, which is pretty... If you think about the calculating power, bearing in mind I'm using my little brain, not my big one now, like, that's impressive thinking, yeah? Like, with the big brains engaged, I can come up with anything. Like, when the little brain's in control, it's a smaller surface area. There's less processing power in the little head. So, yeah, so, you know, he's thinking different things to me. He's like, just, who cares if she said no, do it. And I'm like, no, that's wrong. So, I come up with this great thing. I say, look, it'll be fine, trust me. I am going to count down from 5. I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. So all you have to do, kiss her neck, is tell me, kiss her neck. Stroke in between her legs to stop. 5, kiss her. 4, kiss her some more. 3, grind on her. 2, kiss her a bit more. 1. She didn't say stop. Okay. Trousers down. She lets me do it. Wicked. So we're kissing, we're making out, we're now hardcore grinding on each other. And then I look at her again, I start putting my thumb down and like going to take off like the underwear, and I look at her and I'm like, okay. And she goes, no, stop. And I go, okay, let's do a countdown. It'll be fine, trust me. If you want me to stop, just say stop. Kiss her again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take her underwear off. She looks at me and she goes, there is absolutely no way that I am going to sleep with you. And I go, I'm not planning on sleeping. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, trust me. That's it. So that's how you make the close happen. It's so very easy to do. You can build it up and make it work. And you can see that at any point, if you're having a problem, then whenever you guys want to get your closes, make sure that you do these things.